Alice Sebold was born on September 6, 1963, in Madison, Wisconsin. With an alcoholic mother and a father who was always off on business trips, Alice and her older sister Mary had to raise themselves and learn to become independent. Because her mother also struggled with severe anxiety, Sebold always had to soothe her, making her take care of others before herself. During Alice's childhood, she described herself to be too smart, too fat, too loud, and too arty. Because Alice didn't have a great relationship with her parents and wasn't the straight-A student that her older sister was, she oftentimes was forgotten about. However, she always had the dream of becoming a writer. In 1980, Sebold attended Syracuse University, where one traumatic event changed her life forever. While walking back to her dorm one night, she was attacked and raped. When she reported this to the police, they said to her that she was lucky because just a few months earlier, a different girl had been raped and murdered in the exact same spot. This particular event served to be Alice's form of inspiration for her two best-known works, The Lovely Bones and Lucky, a memoir. Alice Sebold writes memoirs, nonfiction, and fiction novels. However, before she wrote her first novel, she tried to become a poet. In an interview about Lucky, a memoir, with Dennis McLean of the Los Angeles Times, Sebold said, "I wrote tons of bad poetry about it and a couple of bad novels about it. Lots of bad stuff. I felt the burden of trying to write a story that would encompass all rape victims' stories and then immediately killed the idea of this individual character in the novel. So the novels tended to be kind of fuzzy and bland, and I didn't want to make any political missteps." Although Sebold achieved the most success with her novels, she never hesitated to try new things. Some themes that Sebold tends to incorporate in her novels are darkness and daunting themes. Rape and murder are present throughout both The Lovely Bones and Lucky, a memoir. Because both of her works consisted of such darkness, the audience had mixed views on it, but for the most part loved the theme. Quote, "A remarkable personal look at a crime all too common in our out-of-whack society." End quote. The subject matter of the two works, in The Lovely Bones and Lucky, a memoir, were written based around a similar situation, and both described how the people around the victims were affected rather than the victims themselves. Alice Sebold had been writing her entire life because it had always been a dream of hers to become a famous writer. It wasn't until she gained the inspiration after such a traumatic event that she had something that she felt was good enough to write novels about.